Well, tonight, a ceasefire in the war with Iran. President Trump agreeing to the two-week deal late today.
It comes just before a deadline set by the president, who threatened to wipe out the 7,000-year-old civilization.
Well, CBS LA political reporter Tom Wade has been following the latest developments. He joins us now.
And we have some details on the temporary ceasefire and also some new reporting from the New York Times kind of revealing how we got into this war. We'll get into that here in just a second. But President Trump's apocalyptic threats drew harsh criticism from Democrats and some Republicans as well. Terms of the temporary deal are not completely clear, but Trump tonight is claiming victory on the main sticking point, which is the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian officials paint a different picture. President Trump, after days of threatening to destroy Iran's bridges and power plants, announces a temporary ceasefire agreement with the Iranian regime. The deal came after a tense day. Tuesday morning, Trump posted, "A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again." Trump's incendiary threats escalated as Iran successfully choked off the Strait of Hormuz, blocking the transport of oil and other critical supplies.
This is extreme rhetoric, to put it mildly. We've never had a president to issue a statement as he did on Easter Day, or the threat to destroy an entire civilization.
The terms of the temporary ceasefire are not entirely clear, but Iranian officials say they would allow ships through the Strait of Hormuz under Iranian military management. Trump claimed in his post on Truth Social that Iran agreed to the complete, immediate, and safe opening of the Strait of Hormuz.
Iran basically took the Strait of Hormuz hostage, and in so doing, it took the global economy hostage, which has led us to the last few weeks where the president has escalated his rhetoric.
As the human and economic toll from the war mounts, new reporting from the New York Times says it was Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu who convinced Trump to launch the attack on Iran during a February meeting at the White House. The Times says Netanyahu sold Trump on the idea of a brief conflict that would effectively destroy Iran's military and lead to regime change. According to the Times, Trump's top advisors, including the head of the CIA and Vice President J.D. Vance, voiced opposition to the plan, but Trump went ahead with it anyway.
By all accounts, Trump does not have too many guardrails around him. In the first administration, he had people like Rex Tillerson, H.R. McMaster, even Esper in the very last year of the administration, people who would tell him no, who would give him straight advice. They're all gone. He doesn't have guardrails, he has enablers.
Tonight, Trump is lashing out at CNN after the network reported on a statement from Iranian state media claiming that Iran got everything it demanded during negotiations. Trump on Truth Social said the statement is fake. He's demanding a retraction and an investigation. CNN responded saying it stands by the network's reporting and they got the statement from an official source. Ruta Bay.
Tom, thank you.